Hi friends, it's Mrs. Kearney again, back with our story Lemon the Duck. I hope you guys liked it last time. I want to say now before I forget by the end of this, I meant to mention it in the last one, on the newsletter that I sent to you Grown Up, there is a website on there. It's the Lemon the Duck website, and it shows real pictures of Lemon the Duck, and it tells stories about Lemon the Duck, and shows you what Lemon likes to do. It's really cute, so you can go on that and learn more about Lemon. So let's start our story. Oops. Whoops, maybe not. All right, Lemon the Duck. Lemon the Duck. Richard was the first to hear the soft peeping sounds. Then the rest of the class heard it too. It was coming from the incubator in Miss Lake's class. Do you remember what it was that they heard? It was the ducks starting to hatch out of their eggs. They heard the peeping sounds of the ducks. For 28 days, the machine had carefully warmed and turned 4 eggs. They've done this in a couple classrooms in my kids' school, and the same thing, my mom was in one of the classrooms, and they had to do it every day. They would have to go, just go and turn them 4 times each day. Now the children could hear the ducklings peeping inside the eggs, as if to say, I'm ready to come out. The students had been studying oviparous animals, egg layers. So oviparous is a fancy name for animals that lay eggs. The ducklings worked and rested and worked some more until finally they burst out of the eggs. There lay 4 ducklings, small and wet, squeaking softly. The children squealed with glee. All day, Miss Lake students watched in wonder as the 4 newborns became dry, frisky, peeping balls of fluff. The children named them Peaches, Lemon, Daisy, and Chip Chip. So here they are. That one's Peaches. There's Lemon that we learned about, Daisy, and Chip Chip. And when they start off, it said on the last page that they were wet. They come out of the egg wet, and then they get soft and fluffy and dry. It soon became clear that Lemon, named for her soft yellow down that reminded Miss Lake of her grandmother's lemon meringue pie, was different. She had a tuft of white on her head, but that wasn't the only thing that set her apart. Miss Lake, what's wrong with Lemon? Myra asked. She doesn't stand like the others. She doesn't stretch out her neck. Sorry, I'm trying to make this not bouncy. Miss Lake called Dr. Bill the vet. Lemon may need a little more time to get her land legs, said Dr. Bill. Over the next few weeks, the ducklings were fed and loved by Miss Lake's class. Soon, white pin feathers began to poke out of the ducks' soft down. They were growing up. Little web feet slapped against the floor as the ducklings waddled and flapped and followed the children around the room. But Lemon could still not stand or walk. Every time she tried, she tumbled over. Can you imagine those ducklings moving around your class, and wouldn't that be fun to see? What your duck has, Dr. Bill explained, is a balance problem. Not much can be done for this, he said sadly. You can help her get stronger, but she'll always need extra special care. When the other ducks were old enough, they went to live on Mr. Webb's farm. Miss Lake adopted Lemon and brought her to school every day. Miss Lake and her students did just what the vet ordered. They gave Lemon extra special care. Before school each morning, Miss Lake placed Lemon in a baby stroller and took her for walks around the neighborhood. As the sky loomed above her, Lemon stretched her neck out to get a better look. She watched the birds flitter from tree to tree or perch on a wire. When Miss Lake and Lemon got closer to the river, Lemon wagged her tail feathers at the sight of the water. Lemon loved her nightly bath. She strengthened her muscles while she swam in the tub. Her waterproof feathers trapped air like a built-in floaty, and her bones were hollow and light. This made her a natural swimmer. Miss Lake often took Lemon to see her feathered siblings at the farm. Peaches, Daisy, and Chip Chip would waddle over to Lemon and quack a friendly greeting. But they would quickly lose interest in Lemon because she couldn't muck around in the grass, like all ducks love to do. At school, the children took turns carrying Lemon in a basket. They fed her by hand and gave her oodles of love. Lemon would bark loudly as they left for lunch, and when they returned, she'd quack excitedly as if to say, "Welcome back." So those kids take really good care of her, don't they? And how do you think Lemon feels about the children? She feels happy, doesn't she? She loves them and gets so excited when they're around. At recess, Lemon snoozed in the grass as the students surrounded her with treats. Each of the children's bottoms would be in the air as they searched in the grass or under rocks and logs for worms to give to Lemon. They're such helpful friends, aren't they? They're real bucket fillers to Lemon. Nathaniel showed the others how to feed her. Hold the worm by Lemon's tail. See, he's holding the worm back here. He'd instruct. Miss Lake says that Lemon needs to practice touching her oil gland so she can get stronger and waterproof herself. So ducks have oily feathers that make them float, help them float and swim. It will keep her dry in the water. One day, during circle time, Richard asked, "Miss Lake, how can we help Lemon stand up?" "Maybe we can all think of some ideas," she replied. The next day, Leo brought in balloons from his sister's birthday party. Miss Lake carefully tied them to each end of a towel and made a sling to hold Lemon up. But Lemon was too heavy and she popped the balloons with her beak. "How do you get a duck to stand up?" asked Leo. So that was a good idea, wasn't it? Leo was excited to try that. And when it didn't work, he felt a little bit disappointed, like, "Oh, I thought that might work." But it didn't work because Lemon was too heavy. She's so cute. When her beak went to the balloons, it popped them. Day after day, the students tried new ideas, but nothing worked. They look disappointed, don't they? Lemon looks a little bit disappointed, and the kids look disappointed because they're trying to think so hard of ways to help Lemon. So far, it's not working, but they don't give up. Then one weekend, when Holly was helping her parents clean the garage, she spotted the life vest they had once used for their dog when they went on a boat trip. She thought to herself as she got an idea. On Monday morning, Holly brought the vest into school and whispered something in Miss Lake's ear. Miss Lake then slid Lemon's leg through the holes of the doggy vest, zipped it up, and grasped the straps as she let the duck's feet touch the floor. Lemon let out a boisterous quack. So boisterous, it was loud. It wasn't a little quack, it was quack. Everyone stopped what they were doing to see what the noise was all about. "Lemon standing up," yelled Myra. It was true. When the children held the handles of the vest, they could help her stand and walk. When it was time for Lemon to eat, or when she was hanging out at recess or on the rug in the classroom, the vest was attached to a stand so that Lemon could move around on her own. Lemon was one happy duck. She craned her neck to see everything happening around her. She mucked around in the grass, like all ducks love to do. She was able to find her own worms at recess. She threw out her chest and quacked as if to say, "Look at me!" Richard's look of happiness turned to one of worry. "Miss Lake, does this mean Lemon will leave us to go live on Mr. Webb's farm?" "She will stay here, and we will love her and keep her healthy and safe," Miss Lake reassured the students. "Lemon will always need us." Just then, Holly ran up to Miss Lake and whispered another idea. The next day, at recess, Richard was the first to hear the chorus of quacking. Then the rest of the class heard it too. Mr. Webb had brought Peaches, Daisy, and Chip Chip to school for a visit. The 3 ducks waddled over to Lemon, who stood proudly in the sling designed by her friends. There, the 4 ducks stood together, looking for treats and mucking around on the grass, like all ducks love to do. So Lemon was able to do what she had always wanted to do. The students watched, happy to know. Oops.
Sorry. Should happen.
That's okay. Sorry, technical difficulties. The students watched, happy to know that now their extra special friend with extra special needs could be part of both flocks, and they wouldn't have to say goodbye. That means that Lemon could hang around with the ducks now and muck in the grass like all ducks love to do, and also be part of Miss Lake's class. And they would still get to be with her all the time. The end. All right, friends. We are going to do our story questions, okay? Colleen, let's see here. Is it getting dark in here? Like this one's going down.
It is fine.
It's fine, okay. All right, friends, so we are going to talk about our different story elements. We are going to talk first about the characters. And remember we say, drawing the person in the air, the characters are the people and animals in the story. I want you to think of the characters, so the people or animals that were in our story, friends. Can you think of one? Colleen, that light isn't going to go on, guys. Just sit down. We're almost done. You have to reach up there and turn it off. Can you think of a character?
Lemon the duck.
Lemon the duck. The story was mostly,